guys, Buck here. Guys, I don't know. It's hard getting the message across to people. One of my videos I did earlier was Forrest Gump. Okay, why are people, I don't know, I don't know, I kind of go stupid on some of my videos there. And I'm also making a YouTube video here right now. But what I talk about more than anything here is options and choices. And then, if a person truly, if they've been looking for things to change, and I give them an option over at cloudthunder.org underneath the blue icon just to get all the facts and information. And I just want to make sure that everybody gets informed with all the facts. And if you can make that decision and you believe in yourself, guys, call me on the phone. We can do this. Things are happening. Things are happening. I was a non-believer, but numbers have never lied. And I mean, shoot, just ask yourself how many people do you know out there that plays the lottery? Well, a lot. What are the odds there, folks? We're giving you odds of 7 out of every 100. That's better than the lottery. So go get the numbers. What we have here, 100% company that pay. That's what we make here, guys. So when you start talking about, just 100 people even paying you, 100% commission, guys, I'm talking about a residual income into a 5-figure a month. And we hear these stories of people making $20,000, $30,000 a month, $100,000 a month, and we just think it's too good to be true. Well, I'll tell you what, it's real. That's just bottom line. I tried to do a video a while ago after doing some of my training, listened to a gentleman by Scott, and then I went down one of them rabbit holes just to kind of do the research and, the diligence, because that's just the kind of person I am. And what I found was it was a lesson that I knew was there, but it was a lesson I'd almost forgotten about. Because I'm also a firm believer, if you're good at something and you do want things to change, just get better at it. Don't get hung up on the things you don't know. Do not get hung up on the things you don't know. And apply yourself where you can. Just put daily action with something, folks. Make sure you pick the right vehicle. And that's why I always try to get the information across to people the best way I know how. And sometimes it's hard to hear. But, just by reaching, 10 or 20 or 30 people, I mean, once you all get there and make that decision that you're worth it, the leveraging side comes in too with, and it pays 100% commission also. Guys, what's here is truly unbelievable, and I want to get that point across to you more than anything. I do a lot of talking in my videos over on Cars 730 there on YouTube, and man, I get a little fired up. I'll grant you if you don't find, if you don't land on the right video. But go ahead and get subscribed and just watch for some of my latest videos. I've actually got to do some training here in the near future. So, folks, if you've ever looked for something to come along to change your life, not only do I believe it, I truly believe it. And that's it. That's the bottom line, folks. I've been reading a book. I was going to read it over the weekend, and then things happened. We had a thunderstorm come in. We had I don't know how many tornadoes touch down around us, but folks, having enough money just to travel out of the stuff that'd be a pretty awesome feeling, but granted, you're going to have to be gone for how long? Month, 2 months? Well, just start doing the math, and, and that's one thing that I've realized with what I do here. And I'm flipping through my book right now trying to find out where I was last week, because I read a book. Oh, that one there ought to be good. Well, shoot, where is it? Oh, yeah. Hey, and if y'all want to call in sometime, this here's just, this is part that I do for recording purposes. I kind of started out understanding the hub systems, and I understood the internet thing, and I realized it was one heck of a tool to be used. But that's the way I saw things. I want to see if you can see things, because if you're like me and you wanted things to change, then You'll make sure that you get all the information, guys, and you got to make that educated decision. You really do. I heard a story earlier about a gentleman. He didn't even have the $25 it takes in his bank account, and he wrote down some really, in my opinion, it was almost an unachievable goal. This Scott, he must have knew some really. He must have really knew some people, okay? That's all I got to say. I mean, kudos is all I always say in my videos over on Cars 730 there on YouTube. But guys, I'm having trouble finding the page that I was reading from last week. Here we go. I think we made it to page 96 from what I can tell. But we'll come back to that in a minute. Oh, that call-in number, guys, if you ever want to talk to me live, is 213-943-3709, and we'll go ahead and talk. I do have open lines right now. I've got some people in the chat room, but, you know, I do have open lines. People hardly ever step up to the plate and actually talk. They usually sit in the back and in the shadows, and these guys never really succeed at anything. They try really hard, they work away really hard, and that's what I found. You know, that's what I found here with this here company. If they wanted to stay in the backgrounds, they're more than welcome to do that. You know, they can do that. So that's their call. That's their call, guys. Anyway, I'm gonna have me a smoke, guys. And I got a headset on. If y'all ever plug into Car 730 or whatever, or maybe you're just one of them people that just needs to step up. Maybe you just need to talk to a real person that'll build you up. Maybe you need to tell a person where you're at right now. I don't know. I am here to tell you we will figure a way out if you want things to change. That's the bottom line. I mean, whatever you do, but my last video, I talked about, you know, finding that winning horse. Well, if you're going to go to the Derby and you're a betting person, would you bet on a loser? Would you bet on one that might only come in, you know, third or fourth? Or would you try to do the due diligence and find the horse that was going to come in first? And that's exactly what I urge you to do over at Cloud Thunder. Just go get all the facts. Go get all the information. It's underneath that blue icon over there, guys. It's all for you. You know, did I spend money doing it? Absolutely. Is it paying for itself? Absolutely. You know, but you'll realize it's about numbers. Nobody else. Nobody else is it about except you. And once you understand numbers don't lie, you're going to get going so fast, and you're going to have the belief factor took. You're going to be able to get to the terms and conditions and realize it's that real. And the only one that's going to hold you back right now is you. You need to find a way to get the money if you've been, you know, that bad off. You just need to make that decision. That's the whole line. You can even over on cloudthunder.org, even over there, I've got last week's Hangouts. They're live every Wednesday night, you know, 7 Central, 8 o'clock Eastern, whatever. And you all are more than welcome to come on in. And if you all have any questions, hit the blue button down there on the right hand side there. And if you've made that decision and you know, and you found a way, I mean, maybe things were that bad, just borrow the money, just make that decision. You know, I don't want to hold nothing back from y'all ever. I mean, you know, if y'all want to get paid 100% commission and realize anybody can make a better hamburger than one of the larger franchise, but why do they got all the money? It's about marketing, folks. And that's what I'm going to help you with. I'm going to help you with marketing, whether it be doing a keyword search and finding out where it comes out in high in Google and things. I mean, how many people do you think went to sleep last night or sitting in the bar or wherever they were or whatever, you know, just the loved ones talking to one another, just praying for things to change, and yet they don't know what they're going to do. Well, folks, I'm telling you right now, this is it. I found it. This is it. I mean, I've already met people making $20,000-$30,000 a month, and I understand the numbers, and they're barely touching us. The internet is a global tool. I don't care how you look at it. It's a global tool, and it's up to you to set that. Okay? I mean, was it not William Shakespeare that said life is but a stage, and what's upon that stage is upon you? Well, yeah. Okay. Well, once you start understanding that, when are you going to step up to make things change? Was that a little harsh? Well, when are you? Guys, I mean, this is always going to be your decision. I mean, are you even worth? I mean, well, yeah, everybody's worth $25, and it's going to cost you another $19.95 a month to become an affiliate. Guys, just do it, and you'll understand the inner circle, and it unlocks more tools. But folks, you all got to come in wherever you can. I know times are hard. I know they're tough. I own a local mechanic shop in my area, and there's never been a time that I didn't need something extra. Oh, there were some good times, don't get me wrong. Okay, I've got some nice things. But for things to change, I had to change. If I kept doing what I was doing and expecting different results, well, that's just insanity. And I knew it would be insanity to think that I would ever have a 43-foot offshore race boat someday doing what I was doing. Things were going to have to change. I was going to have to change. And I knew this. I've read so many books in my life growing up, but I never had a place to where I could actually apply it until now. And like I said, guys, if y'all make that decision, I've got, the enter button there, guys. Just come on in. It's unbelievable. Do not wuss out on this. Do not let this go by. I like talking to y'all. And if this is all that I had to do, I mean, you got to ask yourself, what wouldn't you do for an extra $20,000 or $30,000 a month? Would you keep doing what you're doing for an extra $20,000 or $30,000 a month, or do you need more? Well, I don't know. That car I'm looking at, it starts at $57,000, and that's just one vehicle I'd like to have. Okay, along with the black helicopter. Okay, so you start to understand. Even at $20,000 or $30,000 a month, what are you not willing to do? I don't know. But I tell you what, folks, I'm going to take a break. I got to get something to drink, and I will be right back. My YouTube followers, I'm actually, I'll hit the speaker this time, okay, guys? But I got to use the restroom. And I'll be right back, okay? Let me put my Blog Talk Radio over onto some music. And for you guys, I'll be right back. Alright, listeners, I am back. And YouTubers, hello, I'm back. Alright, guys. Yeah, where was I? Oh, I was getting ready to take a break, wasn't I? Oh, and I got me a glass of water for all my talk show radio listeners there. And I didn't even look to see what kind of time we got left over there for you guys. We might not even get to read today. I've got so many different thoughts going through my head. and just trying to, this SEO thing, man, there's a lot of good people out there that can write and do SEO. I'm actually looking at maybe hiring Fiverr to write, about 350 words, high rank, and you give them the keyword that you want to use, and they just write it up, $5. If you got some extra money laying around to even be able to do something like that, as long as you understand the numbers, that's going to be the bottom line. Okay. So, and I might wind up buying, 5 or 10 of them real quick, just because, and then time delay of putting them up, y'all don't really understand numbers yet, do you? And that's I mean, it's extraordinary. I know I can make a better hamburger than one of the local franchise. Heck, who can't? But why do they make all the money, right? Oh, you can find me over on YouTube, Gar730, guys. I always talk about everything. I don't know, talk about what wouldn't you do for an extra $20,000 or $30,000 a month, and what wouldn't you do if you were stuck at just $20,000 or $30,000 a month, and that new boat was going to cost you about $650,000 over a half a year's income, if not more. How soon do you want that boat? If people can pop up and keep doing things over and over and over, why can't one person do that? And some of them are starting to understand that, but they've been doing it with multiple income streams. What they haven't figured out yet is how to market. So if you can figure out how to market, would that be a game changer? I'll tell you what, if you've got what it takes, you make it over to cloudthunder.org if you think you got what it takes. And we'll partner up, guys. We'll just make sure we come out on the other end smelling like roses. I don't care what you land in. But that's cloudthunder.org, guys. You just gotta you gotta do the diligence and realize it's every once in a while you gotta take the time and just slow down. You gotta realize that it's doable. You gotta realize that you can do it. You gotta realize that you can follow some simple steps if you choose to. You gotta realize we're talking about an extra $20,000 or $30,000 a month. cloudthunder.org. Click on the blue icon, guys. Life's too short. Life's way too short. I want to help as many as you all as I can possibly can. If you understand the video and you understand I only want to help 100,000 the first time around, you'll start to understand why I'm not getting too excited right now. Okay, I'm just not getting excited right now. Being stuck at $20,000 or $30,000 a month does not interest me. I want to worry about when that helicopter is going to come in. I don't want to worry about how much money's in the bank. Because, folks, it should never be about the money. Ever. It should never be about the money. And if you're not doing necessary steps, because if you can just follow simple daily actions and be persistent at it, we give you all daily assignments. Okay? It's pretty simple. I've got all this stuff laid out over at cloudthunder.org. It's all laid out. I mean, all anybody has to do is click on that blue icon. And then, if you all want to navigate around that page or whatever, come back in a couple days. Once you get in, you're going to realize I'm building a central hub there. You all can come back for ladies' night. You can come back for the Wednesday night hangout, which is mainly the guys. They have a few girls in there, and guys, you're going to usually listen to a panel making anywhere from $100,000 to $500,000 a month income. Them are the kind of people you're going to listen to. But you got to make it over there. You got to make that decision. You've got to make that call. Okay. And if whatever, but I do not want you coming all the way in unless you got more people coming in also to cover what you just spent. If you can do that, come on in all the way. That's just how it is. But until you've got the money to cover what you're getting ready to spend, don't do it. And don't do it that way either. So if you've got a few buddies that can, maybe they got a lot, I don't know, you will start to understand what is here. You will start to understand why I get so fired up. You will start to understand why I don't shut up. Okay? I just don't do it. You ever listen to old Zig Ziglar? He goes on in one of his books. I've read a lot of Zig Ziglar. And I actually got to where I could actually talk like Zig Ziglar. Anyway, with the pool thing and all that. But Darn, I forgot where I was even going with that one. Guys, it's just about marketing. It's all it is. Have something real. Have something genuine. And let people know it is the numbers. It ain't about being no slick-tongued salesman or anything like that. I mean, if you want to sell, go sell, Kirby vacuum sweepers or something, okay? That would probably be a challenge. I mean, that might get you some good skills. I don't know. Robert Kiyosaki talks about that. And that's usually the book I'm reading about now, but I'm just in a mood today. I'm in a mood. Every once in a while you just had too much book. And you need to apply what you've learned. There's a time and there's a place. In some older videos, I go on about, if you're good at something, don't get hung up on the things that you can't do. Just be good at what you can do. And then while you're going and learning the things you don't know how to do, get better. And I ask them guys on YouTube, I ask them really, become a goober. Become a goober. Be good at something, become better, be a goober. And if you can do that, you won't be content with an extra $20,000 or $30,000 a month, I promise you. That I can. $20,000 or $30,000 a month. I mean, whenever you all hit that, I mean, do it again. Do it again. Pretty simple. People jump up all the time. I mean, this company's had a 12-year-old talked his dad into doing it, and I mean, his dad owns or whatever, but he makes all the money. But 120 days, he made $12,000 commission. That's unheard of even for adults, right? So, and that cloudthunder.org is why I did all that for everybody. Anybody on my team, I mean, it's so complicated waiting for the copies to come or this, that, and the other. Why can't we make central hub units and we work together? And you plug your team into that training. And my training tab over at cloudthunder.org is locked down for a reason. It's locked down for members only because, guys, I'm telling you, if I don't have the information, I will find it. And it will be in the training section. Okay? So, I mean, we've got Facebook training. I mean, we've got training from one guy. He's bringing in about 3 a day just from Facebook. I mean, how many people do you know that, like I said earlier, went to sleep last night praying for something to come along? Well, how many people didn't? Even the bigger people. I mean, these fish are swimming. They're swimming. These bankers don't know what to do. Things are changing. And we always learned if we fight change, that's usually what gets us in trouble. All I want you to do is be good at something and get better. That's why I always bring up cloudthunder.org. At least click on the blue icon. Get the facts, get the information. I hear people clicking through. From time to time, I've got chat room going on right now. But are them the people that just, they're searching for something and they never slow down to find it whenever they have found it? Is that the type of people that just clicks through? Or do they go get the information and once they find out what I'm talking about and go do their own due diligence to find out if it's all that or if it's just a bunch of BS? cloudthunder.org. Click on the blue icon. People will sometimes stay. People will sometimes go. Not everybody is great. So, and I'm getting an interruption. cloudthunder.org is where you want to be, guys. Hang on. Hello? Hello? Here after 2:30, yes, I'm on a live talk show right now. Yes, I'm actually recording it right now on 2 different stations. Yeah, I'll be done at 2:30. Okay, bye-bye. People just freak out when you tell them that. But I used to worry about it and push pause and everything like that, guys. You know, I knew, even as a business owner in my area, obviously, I knew for things to change, I had to change. I was nowhere near going to get that 43-foot offshore race boat if I kept doing, my hometown mechanic shop. And when I started doing the research, I knew then and there, yeah, this is real. This is genuine. And I got a little fired up about that. I got a little excited about it. And I've worked through it. I've realized it's like learning a new language. It's not going to happen that fast. And so I put forth the daily activities. I wrote some awesome blogs, and okay, but it's still nowhere near. Okay, so what do you got to do different to really get your dreams? Well, first thing you got to do is you got to realize a miracle doesn't happen. Well, except for something like baby Jesus, okay? And you got to realize you got to put daily action forth with persistence if you're going to make a miracle manifest itself. You can make a miracle. I mean, we were all born a miracle. Our brains are so intelligent. Our brains are so smart. But yet, people are the way they are. I mean, guys, we're not complicated. I ran across this one thing here a while back, kiss, and I've learned to kiss myself on a daily basis, and I know it's not what you're thinking, I promise you. It's keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. And I got this little guy on the back of my shoulder all the time when I get a little wound up and I get a little fired up. But I tell you what, I went over and I've checked my own website out, cloudthunder.org, guys. And I'm the one that put that blue icon up there, and I put the links there. And I'm having a lot of fun. I love this. I did not know this world was available. I did not know this. This is something that I almost missed. And I get a little fired up about that from time to time. And I get so excited. And yeah, it's tough getting the message across. It's tough understanding the different things you need to do. But one thing's not tough. Can you make a better hamburger than one of the local franchise? Well, hell yeah. Why they got all the money? I'm telling you, man, right now it's marketing. And if you understand keywords and search and SEO and, what I'm saying, you follow me, and you start to learn that. I mean, if you're good at something, apply it, and be better at it as you go back and you learn the things that you're not good at, okay? Because this one guy I learned from earlier, Scott, extraordinary teacher, extraordinary. I don't even think he realized what he taught me. I left him a comment, though, on one of his videos. I told him I'm going to mimic him because he has what I want. He has what I want. He had a pretty nice body, too. I wouldn't mind having that six-pack. I'm working on it. And that's how I ran across this here. That's how I ran across it, okay? And shoot, whenever I was doing my research, I went everywhere and doing all the research. And guys, we're getting ready to wrap it up over on my Blog Talk Radio show. If y'all, it's cloudthunder.org. Click on the blue icon. Go back to some of the older hangouts. And if you're ready to join, hit the red button down on the left side there. And if you got some questions, hit the blue button over on the bottom right. But again, that's cloudthunder.org. And guys, just enjoy all the information. All the facts are always free. And after watching that video, if you've got some questions or if you need to put a plan together, then we will put forth the effort. Okay, we will sit down, and I'm gonna give you some assignments, and we'll brainstorm. If you need things to change, buddy, we'll work on it. But don't call me until after you watch that video. Okay, over at cloudthunder.org. Click on that blue icon, guys. Go to some of the older hangouts. It's pretty interesting. I'm having a lot more fun now. Trust me. Getting rid of some of the stress is really nice. So let me go wrap up my Blog Talk Radio YouTubers. And anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you all tomorrow. Maybe I'll read, maybe I won't. But that call-in number is 213-943-3709, and these are all in my archives over on YouTube at Car 730. So I appreciate y'all tuning in.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Well, guys, you heard me. You know, I was laying the law down, wasn't I? I was laying the law. But anyway, you can come up with all the sayings you want to, and you can take that to the bank, okay? And but I'm gonna tell you something. The buck stops here. And with that, I'm gonna end my today's episode. So leave a comment, guys. Get subscribed. Make sure you make it over to cloudthunder.org. Get all your questions answered. And as always, they are free. But hey, if you got dreams, go ahead and hit that likes button, guys, and kudos. Thanks, guys.